Greetings and welcome to Factorio. I'm Dgray, and today we continue our Let's Play of Krastorio 2, where we in the last episode just got a ton of our immersion, or immersite even, production up and running, and that is gonna catapult us into the next tier of Krastorio 2. So, in today's episode, I really want to try and get our advanced tech cards up and running. All in all, we have pretty much all we need. The only thing we need is the immersion gears. We pretty much just need to set up some production for it. And then we need lithium sulfide battery, both of which we can set up rather easily. One of the reasons why I'm going towards this at the moment is that if you look at our production, our copper is starting to lag quite heavily. Some of that is because we're not getting the same throughput, but some of it is also because we could get some better smelters and getting a better setup up and running for it. So as soon as we get these ones to try to produce, I very much want to try and go towards advanced furnaces. We only need a few more things to have everything we need, that being immersion beams and energy control unit. But we have pretty much everything we need to craft them. So here at the beginning, I will just go and do two things. Firstly, I'll just add a few more to our miners up here. And as soon as that is done, we will go and that's a lot. Hook up some of our what's it called? Batteries and immersite production. So let's just get these filled up, since there's no reason for those to be missing. Let's just get this down so we're always inside robotic range. There's no reason for us to stay at the outside. So let's see here. Please give me some more people. They're luckily on their way. Can't remember how many we have in storage, but probably not enough. There we go, just a few more. Might want to increase how many we store, but at least that will give us somewhat to work with. That's going to give us full belts, hopefully. And as we have done so many places even, we could just add a bit of concrete to this one to make them move a bit faster, since they do get affected by movement speed. So let's just do this. That should help them clear this out a lot quicker. And it's going to give us full belts going back. So with that little maintenance thing out the way, with all of these flowing down, then we should be able to let's get this to run a bit and then go look at the next thing we need. What I want to set up first is pretty much our batteries. The reason for that is that we have pretty much all we need, and we already have a cell that is making batteries. And I just kind of want to reuse that one for now, unless we need the batteries for a lot of things in the future. It's needed for advanced tech cards. It's needed for these that are needed for. See how many things it's needed for. That's no high volume items. Other than that, it looks somewhat as personal things, but it's needed for this one as the only thing. And then we need 10 every 20 seconds, so that is 1 every half a second. If we look at our production right here, we might as well just steal this one, since the way we craft them is pretty much the same one, just with lithium instead of iron. So that is rather easy to do. So let's just keep them in one cell right here. Or how much do we need normal batteries for? Not that much. We could also keep them in a cell for themselves. To be honest, let's do that. It's been a go-to thing so far. So remove those. 7. Oh yeah, there's one up here as well. You can stay. Just left-clicked on it. Thank you. And let's just take this down south and set it up somewhere. Let's do it here, and let's just clear out the trees. Talking of trees, look at our pollution. So much better. We're almost getting no attacks anymore, which is very, very nice. So flowing in, change you to the other one. There we go. Up here, let's add a few requested chests in here and here. And in theory, we could add beacons to this. But I'm not sure I will do it just yet. Could add productivity to them. Just for now. Just to save a small amount of resources in the long run. So that should get them flowing. The only thing we're lacking is pretty much the copper. That hopefully will get solved in just a little while. At least now we are producing them. We'll just let them stack up to a somewhat great size. Or if we want more, we might change the settings in the future. But for now at least, that will give us one of the two things we need to get our advanced tech cards. So now we just need the immersium gear wheel. And that is somewhat easy to make. Just immersion plates directly into it. Couldn't be in. Oh, we have a. Is that easier? That uses 6 for 3, so that's a 3 to 1 and a 2 to 1. And this one is a 3 to 1 and 2 to 1. So, oh wait, can't even make that yet. But I need to advance. Ah, so as soon as I get this one, we can do it. But firstly, we'll have to make one where it's not a part of it. So let's just go over here. Let's set it up right next to the other parts. Just to have some kind of simple production. While I'm at it, I should probably start to add. Take this. Add these to our production tab. I don't think we have made them yet. Nope, we still need the Mark III, and I don't know why I've wasted this long with it, because we should have more than enough for it. So let's just get you in somewhere where we have an empty spot. But just take you, to be honest. There we go. And that should soon give us some tier 3 ones, so we can start to upgrade our production in the future. Oh, you're outside of you're outside of logistic range. Let's just fix that so that doesn't happen anymore. There we go. Got to fix it after the landfill. So looking at this. Oh. Looking at the normal gear wheels. How many do we need? Advanced tech cards, we do need quite a bit. Can we give you productivity modules? That is quite easy to do. Can you be crafted in more things? So yeah, how can we craft you? Pretty much everything. Let's just take you in the tier 3 ones for now. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. So new. Give me 50. Nice to have a few in storage, and they are not that expensive at this stage of the game. And the reason why I'm going for Mark IIIs right now is that can hold 4 productivity modules, which does give us 40% more for each one of these. Is it worth it? Yeah, we need 20 of them, so I'm guessing it will be good to do it this way. So you can go down here. That means we'll have to put beacons around this one. Not quite sure how many we need. Might just do somewhat simple one here in the beginning. Do we never request? Oh, because we have them somewhere else. We have them here. What if we do this as a start? Then we'll copy this one over here. And how many do we need in terms of the beams? They are 2 to 1. But in terms of many we need, it is... That is quite limited. So maybe if we make a row of each just right here and see how many that can support, I think that will be a good start at least. And then we can expand in the future if needed. Change you into beams. There we are. Let's try and use this as a basis for it. And let's just double it for now. Don't know if we need some over here. Probably not. Since we don't need that many beams compared to gear wheels. Right now, we are producing at crafting speed half, but at 40%. So that means 1 every second. That means 4 a second. Plus productivity, so that's 1.4 per second. After, or until we get these working as well, then it should probably change a bit. Let's just move it out to see how much it changes. Let's just stay right there for now. That should give it power. And see how fast it goes. So for the advanced circuits, we'll need 20 every... Ooh, that's 60 every second. You seriously need 60? No, that can't be right. Wait, that's a crafting speed as well. Never mind. So 6.6, that means we need every second. About 3 or something like that. Or one of these to run at full speed. 3.33, I think, or something like that. Oh, exactly 3 per second. Right now at speed 340. We're producing more than enough, so let's keep it at this. I think this will give us a very, very nice surplus of things. So requesting things in, and let's see how this goes with the speed. There we are. And this should go up extremely quickly. Yeah, look at that. That is insane. Power-wise, nothing really matters. That is all the gears, that is all the beams. And then we can just do our, let's see here, gear and beams. Immersion beams. Can we produce enough plates for it? Oh, we only have this doing plates. That doesn't seem like that can keep up. Oh, well that's of course when we're filling it with that many. But then again, that is what it uses in 30 seconds. That's fine. We'll leave it. It will hopefully catch up as we go. And as soon as we get better smelters, we will we'll fix this. So that is all we need for this one. That means we can set up a cell to produce it. Let's see. Where should we put this tech card? Oh, this is labs. Let's just call you Singularity Labs. Where did you go? There's lab. Singularity Lab. Good. So that is going to produce that. Might just... Oh, wait a second. Then we'll set up the next part. Being the next tech card. Maybe just take this little area. we should be able to landfill it in quite quickly and use it. And what are we missing in the base? Yeah, it is pretty much copper. That's our Achilles heel at the moment. But yeah, I'll kind of want to fix that with the new smelters going forward. So please landfill in all of this. That will be very nice. Just give the robots a few seconds to landfill this in. Here comes the swarm. And then we can give it a nice border. So these are also made, what's that? In quantum computers. I'm guessing it's the same way as these. So what if we just copy the setup from right here? Please take you. Please remove pretty much just all the requested chests except that one. Take you over here, place you down, give it a few seconds to get delivered, and then we'll just change what it makes to something else, and then we will be good. That looks mighty fine. There and there. Of course, we'll have to change this one to advanced circuits. If I had forgotten that, then we wouldn't really have gotten anything produced. And that would have been quite sad. So request. Let's see how much this is going to tax our system. But that is pretty much advanced tech card set up in record speeds. There they go. Don't think it's needed with the speed modules just yet, but it's most definitely something we'll have to remember going forward. So let's just try this. Can we get you researched? Because while this is going, we might as well start to look at the next part we need. Let's just go over here and add in some cells. That'll give us a nice surplus. Advanced furnaces are going. And that means that hopefully next episode when this is done, it'll probably be done way before that at this speed, we will be able to set up advanced furnaces and solve a copper shortage that is slowly starting to pick up. But I'll rather want a much better setup than we have here. And it is pretty much just copper we're using in insane amounts. So the next thing I wanted to look at was pretty much energy control units. That will take us about 5 minutes to set up, I'm guessing, at the current speeds. We might as well just stay over here where we have it being made. Seems like the right side of the base has become production and the left side has become somewhat of a power setup. Should we just cover this one? Do a few biters out here. That is a bit annoying. Or we could just move it down here. That could also be a good place to put it for now. So let's just move over here. Let's get rid of all these trees. We don't need Mother Nature anymore to help us with the pollution. We have made something man-made that is 100 times better than trees. So that's why we're just clearing out this entire forest. As you can see, our nice automated system from way back is filling up construction robots now, which is very nice to see. There we go. Oh, I love watching trees get cleared out like this. Just here you can see how the algorithm pretty much is working, or the game, in rows taking the trees. It looks rather good. Do we need more of this one as well while we're here? That is lacking something else. Because these are lacking something, and that is pretty much just glass that's our limiting factor. So that's all about next episode, where we can start to do a lot more with that. But before that, energy control units. How many do we need? Let's see. You are used for matter stabilization, which I think was used for matter conversion in the future. So we might as well make quite a bit of it. Oh, it's needed for energy storage as well, if you want to get accumulated at some point, which might be good. Yeah, so let's give it its own cell. But what it needs is just would we want to beacon it? That is actually a very, very good question. Because if you have this here and here, and look you at energy control units, can probably be made in advanced assembly machine. That also part of this one. That's advanced smelter. Advanced assembly machine is right next to it with the oh yeah, this one can do unlocks a bigger and faster assembler, 2 times efficient than the assembly machine 3, can also smelt and craft at the same time. So that means we can cut out our entire production line in some regards if whatever we're making is just needing the next tier. That's going to be quite fun to look at. I'm guessing this one is just advanced smelting, but a crafting speed 12. That's gonna do insane speeds, and then we'll just add some productivity to it. That's gonna be quite nice to have play around with. Should we give you beacons? Don't think it's that necessary for you to have beacons, is it? Probably do without for now. This will, of course, slow it down. Oh, when we are missing quite a lot of inputs for all the things we need. Let's just mark you on the map for now. Energy control units. And that is, of course, the batteries that's missing things. So at the moment, our base is getting quite starved because of glass and copper. So that is 2 things we actually have to solve before we can really continue. 45, 30 on the side out. So this should be able to output both of them. Oh wait, that's 30 in all. We need to upgrade it. That was my bad. I don't know how I made that mistake. So what if we just do it like this? That should be easier to manage. In between, there, and let's get this top one fixed as well. I think that should make sure we can consume the last 15. I can't get in this way. Let's just make sure this makes it run at full speed. Yeah, look at that. It's all being consumed. It hopefully means that these will run at full speed again. Should give us about 15 more plates per second. And in the future, we'll also add productivity to it and speed modules and speed beacons. So I think that'll be quite good. So slowly, these are getting made, things are getting requested. So we're just waiting for this part to get done. Should we add in some glass production? Is there a better way to make glass? Because sand, but if you can do one where we probably can't crush and smelt at the same time, can we? No, but we can't do matter conversion at some points. How much can you make with matter? Mostly... Oh, we can make glass with it. Is that what I'm reading? I need a charge matter stabilizer for anything that's not raw resources, it seems. So it seems matter might be best for long distance transporting. So if you have a mining outpost, for example out here, you can convert your ore down to matter. For example, if we have it here, because 10 coal goes into 3.5 matter. That means it's 3 times as efficient in terms of matter. And I think if you do this one matter cube is 1k matter. So that means it's free. Okay, I might get the math wrong, but about 3,500 times, or not 3,000 times, about 3,000 times as compressed if you make a matter cube to transport things around them. That's going to be quite fun to see how much we can transport. Because that means that one robot can carry, will that be 21, if it holds 7 items. What does a robot carry at the moment? So carries 5 items at about 3,000, say, coal, for example. That means one robot can move 15,000 coal. That is gonna be that's gonna be quite insane. That's gonna be quite good to see. So yeah. While we wait for advanced furnace, what is it costs to make? That should be fine. No need to worry too much about that. These are just slowly chugging along. Could easily just add in a second one for some simple glass production. Get things going. But we might as well, because I think we'll need something like this anyway. Is there any other way to make sand? I think we just saw the were. Is that correct? Yeah, we can do it in this one. I like an automated in a crusher, so we might as well just keep this one. And we can give you productivity. With increase of power and speed. So we might want to do some kind of new way to do this, or just keep this. Because it is working at a somewhat perfect ratio. There we go, that was advanced furnace. Let's go and set it up. And then I think this is somewhat, or getting close to a good place to stop at least. You guys can just keep chugging along. So let's add it right here. Advanced furnace. No one gets speed, so let's request that. Oh, are we missing? Can't you keep up anymore? Well, you are way behind. You are in need of an upgrade. Quite badly. We might want to improve a lot of smelters next episode. I don't think that would be a bad idea to do. Let's just do this, to be honest. What if we expand you down to here? Maybe right here. Let's try this, just for the fun of it. Then upgrade all of the belts one more time to blue ones. Let's see if this can give us a bit more. At least it does increase the flow rate quite dramatically. This would give us 3 times as many rare metals. So that is fine. So with that out the way, I think this is a decent place to stop. Next episode, we're gonna mess with, I think it's gonna be glass and copper, or at least glass seems to be what's holding us back. Has copper cut up again? Copper is fine. So it's pretty much just glass we'll look at next episode to make some kind of good production with. Since that is really what's holding us back. Let's get some of these away. So we have a clear board to work with. And this will also enable us to remove some of these things going forward. So I will end the episode here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And hopefully you'll leave a like on the video. And as always, if you're new to the channel, please remember to hit the like button. No, hit the subscribe button. Oh, fun and games. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.